So before we get into this video, I wanted to take a second and say how extremely humbled I am that, well, first of all, that people are actually watching my videos. Second of all, that in about 2 weeks since I've started this channel, we're already at 200 subscribers. So I am excited to announce a giveaway. In the video you're about to watch, I take down a double bazooka 75 meter mono band antenna. It's a great antenna, I just don't need it anymore. So I've decided that when we get to 500 subscribers that I'm going to give this antenna away. I'm not really sure how we're going to do that yet, but I'll make an announcement in an upcoming video and we'll do something fun where everybody has a fair chance to get it. So I will ship it to your door at no cost to you. So before we get started, go ahead down, hit that subscribe button. If you want to receive notifications, hit the bell button, and while you're there, hit the like button. So we'll go ahead and get into the video now. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks again for watching. All right, hey guys, K3ARK, Joseph here, and today we're building an off-center fed dipole for 40 meters, and hopefully it will also work on 20 meters, maybe 15 and 10 meters, and then we'll see what other bands we might get with the use of a tuner. So I've already got my wire cut here. So for a half wave off-center fed dipole for 40 meters, we need 66 feet of wire. I've got about 4 inches extra that I've cut, but I've already cut my 2 sections. So for an off-center fed dipole, on one side you have 2/3 of the wire, and then the other side you have 1/3 of the wire, so that's 22 and 44 feet respectively. And for this, so at the feed point, let me see what I did with it. Here it is. We will be using this old but new to me LDG 4-to-1 balun. So at the feed point, when you have a regular dipole and it's split equally, the feed point is it's almost a perfect 50 ohm match. But as you move that feed point closer to the end of the wire, the impedance begins to go up. So at the feed point of an off-center fed dipole, you're going to have about a 200 ohm impedance, and that is not a good match for a 50 ohm run of coax. So to fix that, we use a 4-to-1 balun, which brings down that impedance to about 50 ohms. So it should match up nicely with our coax. So I'm going to go ahead and crimp a few connectors on and put this together. I'll just speed it up for the sake of time, and then we'll go outside and hang it up. So I have decided to put a little bit of coax seal around the connector on the balun there, just to keep moisture off of the, out of the shielding or out of the insulated wire. And don't know if it's really necessary, but decided to do that. Certainly won't hurt anything. Alrighty guys, here is our off-center fed dipole. Now let's go outside and put it up. We're gonna have to, fortunately we got to take one antenna down before we can put this new one up, but we're gonna go out there and do it. Alright guys, so we're outside. It's very windy today, and I'm not really even sure how I'm gonna do this. So I don't know if you can see up behind me there in the air is the 75 meter double bazooka. I'm taking that antenna down, and the reason being it's a good antenna, and I may give it away. We may do a giveaway in the future for the 75 meter double bazooka. So let's see. If we get to 300 subscribers by the end of the month, 300 subscribers by the end of the month, I'll do a giveaway for this. And I'm not sure how we'll determine who gets it, but we'll do something fun. So anyways, all right, well, I'm going to take this antenna down, and I'm going to figure out how to put up the off-center fed dipole. See, what I want to do with this, and the reason I'm putting it up, is I want to get some north-south directionality so that I can get down to Australia, New Zealand, South America better. Because right now I've got the in-fed half wave and a sloper, and that's getting me pretty good east and west and north because it is sloped down to north, which is that way. And then of course the G5RV is directional broadside, and it's east and west. So, and the other reason for taking down the 75 meter double bazooka is because it doesn't work down in the digital portion of the band. works up great on the phone portion because I guess digital is really 80. So that's why. And the 80 meter antenna is 15 feet longer than the 75 meter antenna. So I actually ordered the 80 when I was new. I'm pretty new, guys, in case you didn't know that. I've been a ham for just a little over a year now. I got my technician in September of 2022. I got my general in November of 2022, and then I got my extra in January of 2023. So there's a little bit of my history, and so I'm pretty new to all of this and learning a lot as we go. So, all right, well, I'm going to get to work here, and then we'll catch up here in a bit. Hey guys, I'm going to show you this in a minute, but if you've ever been extremely frustrated with regular rope and friction over limbs trying to hang antennas, go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I'm going to tell you the solution to that, and it works pretty good. So far, I only know at least it works for at least a year, and that is to use the vinyl clothes hanger rope, clothesline. The vinyl clothesline, it slips right over the branches. You can pick it up in any hardware store. Ace is where I got it, or Big R, the other hardware store, and this is a nightmare here. You gotta do something with all the slack, right? So I've been thinking, and I think I know what I'm going to try to do, because like I said, I want the wires to run east and west, and I want it to be, I'm going to do an inverted V, and I want the broad side to be north and south. I think I'm going to try to link up the two ends of my ropes here for the double bazooka, or not rope, clothesline, and I don't know, and I'm going to try to support the center from that, and then do the inverted V out. I don't know. We'll see how it works. Now I just need to tie this off. I definitely don't want to have to rehang the wire today, so that should be good. Let's go. I'm gonna go pull the antenna down. All right, we're heading up on my deck so we can access the antenna to pull it down. So here's the feed point. That's nice right there. So like I said, this has been up for about a year. We got the other end running that way and the other end running that way. And I'm gonna try to connect them like here somewhere. They're probably not going to be long enough on their own. Fortunately, I just happened to be at Big R the other day, and I picked up another one because I was planning on putting this other antenna up. So I've got another one that we can use to connect them. So let's see if we can make this work. I got my crampons on. I want to step on that with these. We won't be doing an antenna giveaway, that's for sure. Definitely going to have to use that other piece of clothesline, the other run of clothesline. All right, I think that's all we got there. In case you guys don't already, to get ABR Industries, save these. They're great for so many things. What we're going to do is tape. This is the trick when you're using this coax seal, for if you ever do need to undo the connection for whatever reason you may have. I've never really used this thinner stuff before. Like I said, the stuff I normally use of this type of stuff it's like that wide. It's a little different. It's nicer to work with, to be honest. All right, let's go down. Wait, what are we doing now? Okay, we're gonna go put the antenna, and then we're gonna connect the two ends. So I've made a fatal mistake. I went under the chicken door here. My wife just asked me if I made the chicken door shorter. Go ahead and start pulling a little bit. All right, guys, well, check that out. We got it up. Now we're going down here to the other side to my beautiful, sexy, lovely assistant, my wife. We're gonna tie this off here. Would you be my camera lady doll? I think we're good. I'm not gonna do it any tighter. Okay, oh wait, come here just a sec, babe. Okay, guys, so you may notice this does not look like rope, and I was actually talking about it over there when I was undoing that side when we were taking down the double bazooka. This is not rope. This is clothesline that you can buy at any hardware store. It comes in 100-foot and 50-foot sections, but this stuff is durable. So long, I've been using it for about a year. This piece has been up for almost a year, a little over a year. It slips right over the branches. So if you've had a hard time getting rope over, specifically really pine trees, I think are the worst about it. This just slides right over like you put hot oil or grease on it or something. So again, clothesline. It's just like a synthetic clothesline, and it's smooth and it just goes right over the trees. So I'll put a link or a picture up in the corner somewhere with the description, and I'll put the link in the description also. And then of course you can just go to your whatever hardware store works for you. I think that's good enough. I think we'll just leave that. All right, let's go turn this into a V. We may have a problem. Here's what I'm talking about. My G5RV, if you can see that very faintly, that's the end of the wire. So that there is just rope. The rest of it insulated. So we may be okay. I think we're going to be okay. I don't know if any of these antennas are too close to the other. We're going to have to go get some more rope. All right, we got some more rope. I'm stealing from all my motor stuff, but I can get more of this. We got to get this antenna up, because I got to get wood. Double knot, baby. 10 feet or so. So, I probably haven't talked to you guys about this before, or maybe I have. But the first thing we did when we moved into our house, because it was non-existent, there wasn't one. It was a wood-burning stove. You can see the chimney behind me. First thing we did, literally the first week, I bought the stove before we even closed on the house. But we put this stove in, I mean, really, because we live up here in the mountains, and if we lose power, we have no heat. And yeah, there are other alternatives, you know, buddy heaters, kerosene heaters, but I mean, you have other things you have to depend on. With a wood burning stove, all you need is wood and a way to light it on fire. So we had this installed, and since we have it, we use it as our primary source of heat. I go out every summer and I cut wood, I find it, I cut it, I split it, I stack it, and we burn it. And we probably save somewhere in the neighborhood of $400 to $600 a month on our gas bill because of that stove. Now, the total cost for that stove was about $8,000 roughly. So it'll take a few years to pay for itself, but it will. And by my math, well, I'm not going to do, my math sucks, so we just won't do that. But it will eventually pay for itself. So I'm going to get some wood. We're going to get inside, hook this thing up to the analyzer, and see how we did, because I have no idea. I haven't checked it. I didn't check anything. I didn't check anything for continuity. I didn't check anything. So we're flying by the seat of our pants here. Okay, so here's another view. You are looking north. Hopefully the coax doesn't act as part of the antenna here. I didn't put a choke or anything on it, just the balance. So hopefully that'll be enough. Well, guys, I'm not sure what was going on with the meter, but we are good. We have a flat SWR on 20 meters, a 2-to-1 on 40 meters. I'm not sure about 15 yet. We'll check that in a bit, but a flat and then a flat on 10. So let's see if we can make a contact real quick. I've already checked to see if this frequency was clear. So now the direction may be messing with it, because it's going to be directional north and south, but that's what I did intentionally.
K5 Victor.
Yeah, Kilo 5 Victor. Hey, I appreciate you coming back to my call. Name here is Joe, Juliet, Oscar, Echo. My call sign was Kilo 3 Alpha Romeo Kilo. You're my first contact on my Home-Brew 40 meter off-center fed dipole that I just spent the last 2 hours putting up. Do you mind if I get a signal report, and how are you doing today? Over.
Yeah, it's a 40 meter and 20 meter dipole. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's a 40 meter off-center fed dipole. It is fed with a 4-to-1 balance. So it also covers 40, 20, maybe 15. I haven't tested it yet, and 10 meters. And then you might be able to get 12 and 17 with a tuner. I don't know. I'll have to test that. But so yeah, because those are harmonics of the 40 meter band. Over.
Yeah, nope, you got it right. K5VV, and I'm in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Over.
So I appreciate you. Kilo 5 Victor, Kilo 3 Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'll be clear after you. Over.
Okay, great to hear you. Wonderful signal, and congrats on the new antenna. 7.3 K3ARK K5VV.
All right, 7.3 K3ARK. I'll be clear. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, we're doing a giveaway, 75 meter mono band double bazooka at 500 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button if you'd like a chance to win. Until next time, this is K3ARK 7.3, and I'll be clear.